Welcome on back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 22 of our Yuan Bo Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we are here for the siege and subsequent fall of Itza. It is time to deliver vengeance upon Gorok for what happened to both of Yin Yan's armies. The first was destroyed in a hurricane in the Southlands, and the second slaughtered to but a single man here in Lustria. Onward! Alright. It would be awesome to get a proper Itza battle up, but we shall make do. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves over to the kind of the sparsest area of trees. We'll set up the cannons. So the towers only go to about here. Set the cannons up. Still I'm going to do it so further down on the side of this hill here, so we're not getting any risks of getting shot at. We need these cannons. To say we'll leave these guys here, but did not quite work out like that. There's our cannon group. We'll have you guys added in with the cannons. There we are. I'm going to throw the crane guns behind our first team, and then we'll set up the other Jade warriors over on this side here, behind these trees. Very quiet, lads. They smelled fear. Not necessarily worried about them being hidden, simply because they are going to be out of range. And we're not worried about any kind of element of surprise here. There's the warriors. Grab the Onyx Crowman. Get them all set up. Probably on both sides here. Crowman and then the single entities. Throw the drum in the center line. Ming Fan up front. He's such a small target that the towers shouldn't actually even try to fire on him. And we'll keep the Jet Lion a little ways further back. It's a pretty big target, and they are likely to fire. And if we can get lucky and sneak over to this gatehouse and tear our way through, I'm definitely going to. Let's get it going. Cannons, go ahead and take down that tower first, since it is manned. That one looks like it's got quite a bit more range than the other towers. Luckily, the cannons are back far enough, so we don't have much to worry about. First volley completely takes the tower down. Go after this one next. Because even if we sit the Jet Lion in now, he's going to be out of range. Because he doesn't have to skirt around this center one. Kind of like so. That is the most likely tower for them to try to man next. And it goes down. Awesome. And now we start getting rid of the rest of them on this line. Did he summon in the Skink Chief, the Astral one? And arriving from the Astral Plane, Ghostly Skink Chief. We could have probably sped him up just a little bit. All of the towers are down now, or are we missing just one? Let's knock this tower down, and then we can start taking down sections of the wall that are most important. Knock knock, lizards. I'd like to see Ming Fan actually get a bonus versus Gates with his big ol' hammer. Is it realistic? Probably not. And there it goes. So now we'll just have you focus on different sections of the wall. Which parts are not indestructible? Well, just give our units actual places to work with. You guys stand here just for a moment, and we'll start sending in the actual infantry. Crane guns just set up here. And then we'll send in everyone else plus the drum. Onward to liberty. Not for the lizards. Commander. You gonna try something? In fact, I don't mind. Let's stand out in the middle. Attack. See if we can't convince the javelins to throw something. It doesn't last that long though, so we'll have to see. That section of wall's down. Start blinking away there next. I will send the Jet Lion around.
soldier and leader.
So wouldn't mind you getting up on top of the walls.
Martial might. Within my power.
So you get up there and you take the walls. We'll start using his hammer to blend them up. I think most are gonna struggle fighting Ming Fan on the actual walls here. There we go.
Them down.
Start chopping them up. That'll allow us to clump up the enemy troops around one unit. Alright, now we send in the crows. Skin cohort with javelins are all by themselves. Show them the error of their ways. See, the rifles are ripping in now. And we'll just go yoink.
Witness my
And the Saurus will blend up. That was awesome. More of that. Can you guys actually land shots or not?
Restore order.
They have to advance.
Lines as one.
That's fine depending on just how far up they have to advance.
Cannons.
They stopped firing on the walls there, just had 80 health left.
Dragon.
A moon dragon indeed. Looks like they're trying to set everyone up together. I would like to have them attack this group of skink cohort, but we do know that the Cold One Riders are right there in the way.
Grand General.
Let's go for physical resistance for yourself. Taking a little bit of damage. Jet Lions through the walls. Go ahead and try to capture a zone. Grab some momentum for us. And you guys just go over the top and take down the Pterodons if you can.
We await the enemy.
Up to the wall, fools.
I will not falter.
One's up on top. I don't think they can actually reach the crow's land. 4 unfortunate skinks. Those health bars just disintegrating. The others have made it over the top. They are getting some stuff chucked at them, though. Which is unfortunate, but they'll blend these Pterodon Riders apart pretty quick. Terrible melee stats of the Pterodons, comparatively. When they're already dropping out of the sky. They should retreat quickly. Let's go up and take down these skink cohort javelin, but let's do it with some cleverness. We'll just work together. Well, there's no running. There is only the void.
Kill Bocape. We have gained
Careful.
that mark.
You nearly took out Ming Fan. This section of wall next. We'll keep moving the sections of troop forward. We'll move these lads up.
It pleases the dragon.
I'm gonna have the Jade Warriors actually move into the section of the wall there.
Shengyang's faithful.
Warriors.
You guys just keep firing on whoever's up with our general.
With joy.
Move up to about there. Looks like they're all deciding to retreat back though and go after our goon squad. Actually has a ton of defense. You stay here. We'll bring all of the crows over to help out. Hopefully they arrive before the Stegodon does. In fact, he's confused too.
Never conquered.
Crossbowman.
Go for these Saurus spears. They are crossbows.
Immediately.
Jade warriors. Guided by ancestors.
Move to take the choke points.
Shenyang,
See if we can't convince the Saurus to come on in.
First among many.
Resistances for these two groups. Was it not working for us? Go ahead and hit Alt, and there we go. Well, the Jet Lion's starting to get dragged down. Come on, Spear Riders. Not Spear Riders, come on, Roman. Is it still firing? I saw something fly on out of there. Oh, it's over here. That's your target. Crows descend, that should allow them to pretty easily overwhelm. You guys can go over the top. Get a full surround. Should blend them up. There we go. Which is good because the Jet Lions really started to take some damage. Trying to pull it away from combat there. 2 units up here. Let's go ahead and blend them up. Looks like one of the banners is completely disintegrated. Alright, they're applying 1,000 tiny little shivs to the tower. Do the same thing here with these guys and bring them on back. Here comes the Stegodon. You know what? We just wanted to capture the zone and leave. That's all we're trying to do. That tower is gone. You guys move over to get the Huzzah one next. Alright, now it's time to go. You want to stay there and capture that zone? That is up to you. Temple Guard. Alright, we're going to continue to fight where their strongest units are not. So you guys head this way. We'll grab one of the Crowmen, go after the Javelins in the back group. Spend as much of our ammunition as we can. You two should get nice angled shots on this unit. We're going to switch it over to the extra melee attacks for our Lord there, so we can continue to deliver some bump. Get yourselves heals. They're just going to sit and capture the zone. Very brave. You go this way. Speaking of brave, my warriors have not even advanced.
Understood. The celestial faithful.
Push into this position, and then we'll grab the archers here, as none of the remaining Saurus are all that healthy. We are starting to get a little bit of friendly fire with our cannons, so we are going to have them cease fire for now.
Warrior crossbow.
Oh, real quick, I'm going to pause and be right back for the battle. Alright, and we're back. Someone from the complex came on by to ask some questions, and I didn't have wasn't quick enough with the mental processes to figure out what to say to y'all when they showed up. So we're back to the fight. Let's get this thing sorted on off. We're going to rotate our crossbows here. Let the Temple Guard come on in to us. Same thing with that Stegodon. He's going to be a pretty big issue. We'll set Ming Fan in front of him, and then let our remaining crossbow shots go right over the top. Everyone else up in the air, away from them though. If there's any towers, we'll set the crows to tearing them down. I don't really see any anymore. Looks like most of the crows have done their work. Flying termites. Alright, you guys stop firing at nothing. Oh, they're out of ammo either way. So anyone who is out of ammunition, just go ahead and do nothing. Come over here and stand in the woods. We'll bring the crane guns in, have them set up as the only weapon team that can actually get up on top of the walls. Stegodon's trying to go after our crowmen. No, thank you. We'll bring them all back together. In fact, these skink cohort appear to be off on their own. Give them a hug. Are they
I see the way.
maneuvering back to the center for a defense, or what's the plan here? I guess they really don't like our crowmen.
Stone and
We're gonna bring
steel.
the drum inside.
Thoughts in harmony. Jade crossbows. Whatever.
Crossbows take position.
Wind
The ones with ammunition, at least. Come up on this portion on the wall, and we'll just hold the line. I mean, they're gonna destroy those skinks. You guys come back over and do the same with these Saurus warriors. Anything that's not fleeing, you're not broken, you soon shall be.
We await the enemy.
Not press forward any further there. I would rather them just bring all the crows out again, because that is the priority target for our enemies here. It's because they are the soft target. That's what the AI is programmed to go after. Come on, Crowman. Up in the air so the rest of the troops can do their job. We'll just pull them out beyond the walls. Set the cannons up here. We should be able to get a few shots in on the Stegodon. No, lads, don't go throw yourselves back into the thick of things. Let's let the crossbows do their work. Switch up to armor mode. This is the strategy. I guess they're going to fall back once more. They're going to try to weaken us as much as they can with their towers. Alright, Ming Fan. Press forward. You and your 2 crossbows. We'll bring the drum as well. Throws all back in. Lion, come on over and claim this point. Since they wanted it so bad, we're going to make sure they can't have it. Gotta move in with smarts. So crane guns, you guys come on up as well. Not sure where we're going to have you.
The dragon's ask.
They're just retreating back to the final point. Good grief. Alright, cannons. Everyone forward. They're gonna retreat. We are going to press into the city. Trying to figure out where we can get a shot with the cannons. They're not sure what they want to do either. Go take down this tower then. Just limit as much as we can how much extra tower damage we're taking, since they can just build them infinitely. Come on in. You're gonna have to walk through the trap, which makes me sad. But it's the way. Alright, so the Stegodon's coming back. It looks like it knows our cannons are coming on in. So it's not even coming back in normal way.
Leading.
The Temple Guard are going to come up the stairs here, or no? Nope, we're getting hit with javelins as well. Top there. They're going for the extremely long con here with this victory. Oh, it's going to go try to fight the Jade and the Jet Lion. In that case, Ming, you stay here. We've already pressed you through the trap once. Definitely need to speed things on up. Stone and steel.
Excellent.
Alright, so now we'll just have you go and take this other zone by going around this way. So the Termites of the Skies over to help out with the Temple Guard. I'll move over to this one next.
Crossbowman. The dragon's ask.
Something a bit more like that will keep us good and safe. Ming Fan has been captured. Who knew? The priorities here are nice and strange. How intriguing. They're actually going to go after Ming Fan. Because they care most about the zones. That makes sense. Alright, well there's the victory. A little bit of an anticlimactic ending, but we'll take it. Alright, we'll take the win. And there are definitely times where it feels like the AI is just doing things to drag things out because it's angry that it has to lose. Fair enough, I did the same. 13,000 for sacking Itza. We're just going to claim Itza as is and see what we get.
Bring this settlement into cafe.
13,000 is a ton, so it better be something good. We just passed up on an absolute
Celestial General.
mountain of gold. Why must you always give me the yawn? Okay, well let's switch. No, we don't really need to switch the building. We'll go ahead and take it out. Same thing in Jottle. Clear out these 2 buildings. Which is perfect. We'll leave the lumber mill in for now. It does actually decrease our overall construction cost. And Itza being tier 3 was probably worth actually sacking the settlement first.
Enforce the dragon's
That's
will.
alright. Now we know. always steal the goodies. Which should be obvious. Can't lie. Ji Shen has gained a skill, and he has nowhere near anyone. We'll give him the final point into steel technology. Sounds good to me. Right, let's head on over to our secondary battle here. There are two that we needed to get to. The first being the battle for Itza, and the second being the flaming of the Valerie. Now, Ying decrees death, but unfortunately the auto-resolve would decree death also for our Jade Warriors and Peasants. We can't have it. Let's get in there. Alright, so this ruined settlement, I guess, shall soon belong to Cathay. Go ahead and start deployment. That's a lot of towers. Looks like this is likely the best place for us to attack from. We don't have the cannons that the previous army did. We just have the Sky Junk and Miao Ying. So we'll set the Sky Junk up in the corner here. Crossbows. Let's go.
Dragon Guard.
Celestial Dragon Guard and Jade Warriors up front. Keep them a little ways apart.
Crossbows.
Order and balance.
Something along those lines.
Jade Warrior.
Frontline forces
Shen Yang's faithful.
dragged at it a bit of an angle. No other reason than I like it. And then we'll have our cavalry threatening multiple points. Our reinforcements are as well, so at a minute 34 we've got rain guns, a drum, and some crows. And then in a minute 34 we'll have Zhao Ming as well. And he'll be able to launch some rockets at the wall. Great. Crows will only really be good against the hobgoblins. We'll have to keep that in mind. They struggle against high armor, but are great against anything with medium to low armor.
Dragon crossbows.
Some ranged units.
Prisoners of Cathay.
Frontline fighters will put all the cavalry and the crows together. And our
The
cats,
Storm Dragon.
alchemists.
Master of Tempest.
Ying up front, alchemist probably a little ways behind. He usually is a bit easier to take damage just because of the lack of overall health. Jet Lion perhaps up front.
Dragon Guard.
Looks good to me. How do we begin?
Mistress of Storm.
They've set up all of the towers. How many of us can be shot at?
Serve
Or our
me
entire
and
front line.
serve
Go ahead and
him.
scoop them back.
He shall reward victory. March for the
Retreat where you
Emperor.
can, lads. Jet Lion, we're gonna go ahead and pull you one back. Just let Miao Ying handle it. She's got all the nasty spells.
The storm
And the Hell Cannon Blast will have a very hard time actually hitting.
it must be
Don't think the Sky Junk's in range.
for the defense.
They're very, very dedicated to bringing Miao Ying down.
The celestial daughter.
Now it's a nice rip apart. 3 units. Perfect. Blunderbusses, the regular Dwarf Warriors, and even the Chaos Warriors with their great weapons.
The storm wind blows.
34 seconds. Let's go ahead and have these boys move in and start attacking the gatehouse there.
Order and balance.
Seeing if there's any units that are isolated that we can have them deal with. Not that I'm seeing. Jet Lion or Jade Lion just started getting destroyed there, so let's move them on in.
Fury. Master metallurgist.
Get ready to dodge as much as they can there. By moving towards the enemy.
Ready as always.
Alright, so Zhao Ming through the gates. Through that gate, let's head after. Oh, there, that's not the gate. Gate is here. That's what I want. Rain guns move to this position. We've got so many units to move forward. Lions. Forward. Otherwise, you're going to get destroyed by cannon shots.
The Iron Path.
Right, Meow. Go find the enemy lord and deliver doom. Actually, we'll have you go after the Hell Cannon. Got heal as we come through.
Stone and steel.
And actually, we might send the lions with. They're very quick. Man. There's a lot to worry about. Where can you guys fire? On the big old blimp? That's bad. Super bad news.
Sorcerer of secrets.
Those are just hobgoblins. Charge the lions in a deal.
Root them out.
Everyone work together. We'll go for the Get His Golden Hounds here in just a moment. Riders of the Wage In did not bring you forward. Because of such, you're going to take some free damage. Same thing with our Jet Lion. That's nice and fun. Check the missile mirror on that fool. Let's see who else is not moving. Everyone forward.
Ready to
Now
defend.
you can drop down the heels, wait for the Jet Lion to get into range, and then all the kitty cats get healing. Talons of Night on all of the lads we have in the area, or should we... These... Fertile Guard, is it? Don't mind if I do. Jet Lion, stop them in their tracks for me. Of course, when I say Jet, I definitely mean Jade. You boys dive in on these blunderbusses while they might be trying to lure you over.
My elixirs are ready.
Let's convince them that they're not quite as clever as they think they are. Double Lion beatdown.
Behold, vitality unleashed.
Yeah, you can go dragon form.
Wind blows.
Break them. Alright, blimp, up and over the wall. I've been a bit lethargic with that. We can bring the crows over the top. We are through the gates. The Jade Lances are not really going to want to come down, although if we can push them through, we can take down those Hoblin Cutthroats pretty quickly. They just have to get past the great weapons is all.
Grand General, as one.
Yep, looks like they're just fast enough. That's pretty hilarious. Meow is in dragon form.
The storm unleashed.
I just wanted to send you over here. You think it's a good idea to surround my alchemist. What you don't understand, that'd be a nightmare. Just for good measure, all the lions are rolling around having a great time.
Ready to defend.
Alright, Meow getting back into normal mode. Y'all may get in here and claim some zones, although I don't think he actually can. So we'll have him also turn into a dragon. Alchemist can come on in and grab this zone, and everyone else can just keep advancing into the city. These guys are nearly close enough to help out. The Lances didn't make it through. Alright, I'm gonna call some nonsense.
Sent by dragons.
That's absolutely... How on earth did they... Oh, because they built the platform.
The Emperor's will.
Crane
The funnest
Dodgers.
mechanic.
Sit young, sons us.
Have the lions come through. Well, we can drop down Talons of Night. Eliminate all those cutthroats pretty quickly. There's no real reason for the overcast there, but such is the way. Crossbows get in here and start helping. Now we're gonna lose a lot of Jade Lancers for no reason.
Guided by ancestors.
Since the AI is able to build buildings
Ancestors
on the fly.
by
There we go.
blows.
Those guys are blended up. Who's left? Ah, the unbreakable Chaos Dwarf Warriors. You should have quit while you had the chance. Just siphon the life out of that man? I'm here for it.
Good. Now to
Alright, 39 fall. That was a little bit more aggressive looking than it actually ended up being. Luckily, those Jade warriors on the backs of their Jade horses did just fine. And yeah, no, that's a lot of gold and it belongs to me now. Thank you kindly. Who really needs to sit up in the settlement? Probably Miao Ying. That's what we'll do.
the storm.
Miao, come on back in and claim the Valerie.
Make a watchtower of it.
This belongs. Make a watchtower of it.
Ready to defend.
So they changed the Valerie to being a Chaos Dwarf settlement permanently. Interesting. I figured it would stay Tsinchian one. Because it even sounds very Tsinchian. Powder magazine would give us cannons out here. Who is missing artillery?
Servant of the dragons.
I mean, just about everyone. Let's fix that on up so we don't have to go for the global recruitment on the cannons, even though out here it's going to take an extra turn. I will just repair everything up, and we'll grab on in the Yin growth building. Or just the Yin conscription field, since we're not really worried about building these settlements out so much.
Warden of the Great Bastion.
Control and corruption. I think we will continue to move towards the arcane conduit there, but we're going to grab regrowth for the healing.
First among warriors.
We're paying the general. We'll just go for foe seeker so we can move around faster and replenish his vigor.
Victory!
He does have the stamina.
Forged in fire.
There's the income there with that hero.
The iron.
Awesome, and I'm going to have Jiao Ming. Funny is how you claim the settlement and now you're getting less replenishment overall. Intriguing how that works. Yang. More damage. And we'll just go ahead and grab the secondary point into Plague of Rust.
Get
And
out
for
of
his
my
alchemist. Being able to layer that down on several units at once,
mind. The
pretty
battle
useful.
is won. And so
We'll
shall
grab
the
metallurgy
war.
next. New steel tech, or is that just the Astromancer? That answers my question. It is just the Astromancer.
I bring you glory.
So these three are going to continue to move through the north, crushing everything in their path. It's just about time to start off a war with the ogres. Just about. Take Shanyang up to the next tier. Non-Li will grab the Jade barracks. So it's sitting there and ready. Oh, May, we can go for an upgrade as well. How long do we gotta wait on the gates? Just a single turn, and they cost 2,400. Not too bad at all, especially with Miao Ying's extra skills there. I think discounting it by 40%. Planes are looking good. Let's pull up our province tab. So we can actually see what we've got to work with. First, proper terracotta sentinels are likely a very, very good idea. Or we could get sky junks. Or we could get the celestial armory. Back at Imara, we just don't have tier 5 yet. Well, I think it's probably a good idea to get the celestial armory. Of course, 8% research rate increases by 2% further. So what are we sitting at right now? 504%. So is everything just going to be one turn from here on out? Is that how this works now? Do we need to worry about more research rate?
Harmony threatens our order.
I don't think so. Rather take Fu Chao up to the next tier. We gotta wait 6 more turns on that one. Do one quick more look around in Cathay proper, and then we'll come on up and upgrade one of our buildings. And I'm thinking we're gonna grab the one that allows us to get the Celestial Dragon crossbows on global. Gotta wait for the next turn to grab the Palace of Scrolls, and that'll be the first thing we get Our 25,000 gold income.
Celestial General.
Right? 2 fire rain, 2 grand cannons, 2 of the crane guns as well. Very gunpowder heavy army. And I guess we could throw in the woodsman's hut at Axolotl. There are a few lizards nearby, and they are likely to come and attack. Garrison's pretty injured. We could continue sorting the control issues out. Or growth in Skeggy. I'm thinking, if anything, we're going to go over here to the Mine of Bearded Skulls. Switch the spice market on over. Destroy the Sky Lantern lookouts that are there. Never noticed this kind of mechanical music that's going on in the background. Is that always happening in Lustria, or is that just a possible background song? Always. We'll grab the Contemplation Gardens in Skeggy.
Out of the question.
Out of the question. That's what you think now.
Celestial General.
Just you wait. Celestial General, you just keep sprinting back and forth. Your job is to keep an eye on all of our chaos settlements. This one's at how much negative control? 54 as opposed to 12. Let's sprint over here to the Bloodwind
I
Heathen.
will take first.
Just make sure we're not having any random
Immensely.
rebellions that we can't necessarily handle on our
Sent
own.
by our ancestors.
We'll do a little bit more trespassing.
Within my reach.
They're just gonna sit and
Get it
defend. I bet they would come on over towards us if we attacked them or declared war, because the ogres are, I think, very, very key to trying to raid you. Very loud motorcycle coming on into the area. I don't think it's picking up on the mic,
The
but I
path
think I'd
of
let you all know.
destiny.
of Grand Cathay.
Alright, Kevin. I'm gonna have you explore the Mangrove Coast.
In their mind.
Explore the coast.
As it was written.
And we knew there was Skaven, I would like to know which planet it is
Favored
Pestilence.
wizard of Shen Yong.
So we'll go for Specialist, that way we can do the scouting for a little bit cheaper. Skip on through the buildings that need a building. Same thing with the Caravan Dispatch. Not for now. I'm gonna grab the Iron Dragon's Edict for even further research rate. That, I do believe we shall end the turn.
General.
I am an immortal dragon, but even my patience is
Hello,
tried.
greasy boy. He wants to trade, and we would make a fair bit of gold. I mean, you're very right. Problem is, the Mountains of Morn are dangerous, and we will purge them of evil, which is you. Alright, buddy, we need people to fight. Come on in to take down Axolotl. They've got enough Saurus that would be a done deal for them.
Earn the Emperor's boundless love.
The completion of this relay ensures the mighty winds of magic are guided in a new direction. The Nongchang Basin holds magic beneath its fertile soil. The Wuxing Compass can now direct it for the true benefit of Cathay.
You just yoink all of the peasants' fertile soil. This belongs to Cathay now. Oh, Chong, you didn't go through the thing like you were supposed to. I know it's a scary looking whirlpool, but you can actually travel through it, I promise. Watch. The revivalists are finally gone. Kimmler is ambushing, and we've got our target ranges in. A fresh edict. Only those born to a family
Leader of
which
men.
has known no short-sightedness or blindness for 5 generations may wield a Jade crossbow. Oh, I'd be out. Even then, they must prove themselves.
We will reach our destination.
And onward.
Storms or not.
We've completed our short victory campaign. Really. Glory to you, glory to us. The war will go on forever, as that is the nature of this turbulent world. War never changes. We're recruit rank for all of our heroes +3.
This is a time of
Kind of an intriguing thing to give you for short victory there. But yes, I said the very first thing we're going to build is the Palace of Scrolls back home in Shangwu. And finally, in one turn, at the heart of this palace sits the true base of Yuan Bo's power, where bureaucratic control is maintained using countless scrolls of endless tallies and projections. Allegiance points gained plus 25%, which is the most intriguing one, plus 2 recruit rank for your lord's faction wide, and then at 10% more income from all buildings in the local province. We really need to get things back over into harmony. Yen 5. A few turns. A few turns indeed. Let's grab also the Celestial Beacon and the Mooring Tower, completely shoring up our military capabilities here. Alright, now that we've got all the upkeep sorted on out, lastly, I think I do want stalking techniques and peasant triage, because they're both so good with all of the peasant archers we have. The more of them we can keep hidden and replenishing, the better. Don't really need income. I'm going to go for growth everywhere I can. Our income is at 31,000. We really just need growth everywhere that can use it. Great embassy. Even more allegiance points gained. Sounds good to me. It's only in 4. We can boost it even further. Now we're going to do so by upgrading the Shrine of the Alchemist and Taitsu. Ooh, Taitsu needs to go up single tier. We can also go ahead and chuck in the E and Archer platforms, which are, I'd say, the better defensive building.
The dragon's love is in doubt.
And as we do that, I forget we have the Turtle Gate to upgrade. We just need to scroll up a little bit more gold, which we shall take from Taitsu. Sorry, Taitsu, it's nothing personal. It's good business. King Ji.
Fight and be recompensed.
Might be recompensed. Let's give you the Celestial Dragon Guard to hold the line, although we can't actually bank multiple, so let's grab the one. He has a long way to travel to get to the front line. And unfortunate that we were so quick at rolling the Chaos Dwarves, actually.
Fire and metal.
Alright, Jade Dragon. We can reach the Star Tower, but only in... Oh no, it is not March Stance. Oh, the next relay position belongs to me, does it? Such is the way.
March for your rations.
Otherwise, I don't trust that these other Humies aren't going to come on over and snatch them up.
Celestial General.
Ming Fan, you shall come on over. This man is named Freak Out. Doot, 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 doot. That's as much as you get, otherwise it's copyrighted, so.
The Emperor will.
Can we come on over and just auto-resolve the victory for Luther Harkin?
Dragon-blooded sugar.
Cannot lie. I'd rather not fight him.
Humility in all things.
Going to march, bring Ming Fan over. His cannon should help out. Wait a bit.
Traverse the high ground.
Let men throw down. If we have to sacrifice some peasants,
Spill
that's the
their
price of
vile
progress.
Blood.
You know, peasants have to get sacrificed. Look at that.
Make your ancestors
Except for
proud.
maybe 700 of them. Don't worry about those numbers. Sacred pools. I'm going to claim, even if it's not a place we would like to live. I guess we could hand it off to the humans. I keep saying humans like we're not. Dragon is what Yuan Bo is, so we're basically playing as Yuan
Master
Bo.
of Feng Shui.
Men. Let's give you the controls. We can work on your upkeep as well.
It is mine by blood rights.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give sacred pools over to these guys.
The expedition will hear you.
I would rather not deal with all of the negatives. You can Enjoy, good sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Lord
Glad to
of
hear. We're gonna take a
Wind
bit
and
of
Rain.
attrition. That's gross. Not much to be
Instrument
done,
of
though.
the Divine. General of the Celestial Host.
Bandage up what you can, rub some dirt on the rest. Here, we're gonna have you also do the same. Extra control. I've got the elite skills I'd like. We could start working on his armor a little bit more. Come on over and finally secure Deadly Onslaught. Let's do that first. Then we can come on back over.
I would take that to defend my soldiers.
Defend your soldiers. Let's see who's at the Star Tower.
Grant safe passage.
Papa Celestial Emperor needs new compass directions.
I see.
Oh look, Clan Spittle. Before we declare war on you guys, who all are you fighting?
Offer warpstone.
It's a huh?
Make pact or die.
Make pact, will I? I'm kicking your door down and taking all the warpstone I want.
I must hurry.
War it is. Call on your allies to help. No, I don't really want to have any issues where they break agreements with us. Too often this has happened. Our allies will get involved on their own will if they want. Clan Spittle has nothing defending itself.
Loyal.
What a shit.
Executioner. Eager for battle.
What happened to my Dragon Guard? Clearly they weren't slain by any of these guys.
We shall
We'll go ahead and take the Star Tower. That way we can start immediately replenishing. And even building...
Master of the meteor.
Ooh, we gotta wait.
winds.
That's fine. In the meantime, we can build up our tea parlor. Have ourselves some tea and calligraphy.
The Jade Dragon.
Yuan Bo is all about. So you, good sir, will go for another point into Stone Gaze. A bit more armor for our Jade Jet Lions.
Keeper of Wusheng.
Keeper of Wu Xing. Ranged discipline, so you've got the extra resistances.
Eye of the Emperor.
Oh, we've got free skill points to use. There's no reason not to make sure you're all armored up. Long Yuan. I'm thinking the Comet is the best call here. Yeah. Just in case he gets overwhelmed. We really need to respond quickly. For our Magistrate. Improved Inspiring Presence.
A worthy addition
Lovely.
to my
And this time I will make sure we do jump into the Ivory Road, and we will travel down south to, I guess, Sartosa. Go to Karazakarak again, but I don't think there's any more unique items to gain. Going through the Empire is a little bit too dangerous. Going through the Chaos Dwarf area is as well. They would just attack our caravans for free gold. We'll travel over here to Sartosa, or I guess Myrmidons once more. Ooh, can we send out? Go for Gun Yuan. Jade Lances or a bunch of Imperials. Let's go for the Imperials. Send one out to Myrmidons. Well, Axolotl was sacked. I'm not going to even attempt to rebuild that, as they're going to continue to be rude. You need to make sure they don't reclaim Itza, though.
First among warriors.
You get back over there as fast as your little legs can take you. Karth is likely building back up pretty quickly, so we need to capitalize on our victory.
Heaven's servant. Their destinies can be controlled.
Not sure why it zoomed us over to Yuan Bo. I think it's because there was a
Success was not in question.
quest item there. Now Pestilence has been discovered. We definitely know they're here. That's just free
I
experience.
stand ready.
For the secondary point, and do specialist there, make it cost even less for our actions. 600 to see if there's anyone there. Which is great.
This victory is
Take the Sentinels of Jedi up final tier. everyone else sprinting on around to help out with our current wars. Or we're just kind of stamping out fools. Stankia is creating a nice little super country of Kislev over here in the New World, which is great to see. New Kislev, we shall call it. Let's bring you down to the Golden Colossus.
Take up positions.
Ishi, you as well. We'll sprint you over to
Join
the
me in the war room.
Golden Colossus. Spice market where you can. Just switch everything over to yen. Building on up as we would like. Control is very high. Back to the home province. We are in yen 4. That's about to change. Why is it yen 4? I see 3 yen buildings. Is it because these two are counting as well at the moment? I believe that's what it is. We'll see once these two switch over. And we shall respond in kind. Inscription for all, replenishment for all armies. Very, very worth it. Alright, so for everyone up here in the north, that should be an easy auto-resolve for Xiaoming.
Praise be to the Iron Wind.
And come on in behind him.
Test of iron.
It's going to be a little bit of a challenging one. Hopefully with reinforcements, they
Building
don't
harmony.
need to fight it.
Storm Dragon.
Yao Ying needs to have at least a turn of replenishment. We can bring her over if things are still spicy.
Retribution.
Yeah, they still are.
No alternative.
I see we need to get Meow involved. That's fine.
Favored daughter. The Emperor's chosen
Is
daughter.
the favored daughter.
Wrath. Up.
Luckily, since this is just the orange, unpleasant climate, should have no trouble. We're just gonna lose peasants in Miao Ying's army. Okay.
We shall prevail.
1 unit of peasants is fine. We know we would. Look, 5,000 gold. So why are we taking attrition? Chaos wastes. But it's just the mountain climate. Interesting.
Miao Ying.
Yeah, claim it. The war host of Tsar is gone, and the Stoneski foothills are under our control.
Crave. Let us retire. Seeking rare
Hang out.
substances.
Perfect. Well, with that victory over the Chaos Dwarfs, I'm out of time for today. I have been Space Was in Total War. And believe a like for the Light God and a sub for the sub-thon. See you in the next one.